'Twas the hour before midnight, and all through the mortuary not a creature was peaceful, not even a dead canary. The trocars all hung in the cabinet with care. They would be used with cavity fluid to make the lungs seem filled with air. The cadavers were nestled all snug in the freezer. A new body was on the slab, the body of an old geezer. And the undertaker in his apron brought out the eye caps when he looked upon the body and thought he should wire the jaw shut, perhaps. When out on the front lawn arose such a clatter, the undertaker sprung up to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. When what to his wondering eyes did appear but an empty open grave. What is this? Why, how queer! With a little old man, quite dead and decayed, the undertaker knew in a moment he was in danger and quite afraid. More rapid than the shotgun that day he bought, he ran and screamed, loaded the chamber, and shot. The zombie's head blew into a million pieces. The assistant came from downstairs and screamed, "Oh dear Jesus!" More graves opened up, and even more bodies crawled out. "Call the cops! A priest or something!" the assistant did shout. The rest of the night passed by much the same. The ground in the graveyard was all ruined, which was a bloody shame. After the undertaker shot that last zombie, he was covered in blood and gore from his shoes up to his crombie. After that night full of horror and strife, the assistant was reconsidering the choices of his life. He packed up his bags, showered, and dressed into new clothing. He stepped out of the mortuary and looked upon the ground with a certain sense of loathing. He was about to walk away and forever leave this hole of hell, when suddenly a rotting hand burst from its earthen shell. He screamed and flailed, and his trousers he had browned. His life flashed before his eyes as he was dragged into the ground. As the assistant was pulled under and the dirt rushed past his lips, he felt the clawing and pulling go from his feet to his hips. Before the undertaker could rush outside and lend his aid, he quickly realized that this was way above his pay grade. More corpses burst from the ground into the building they shambled towards. The undertaker rushed back inside and prepared Big Bertha for the hordes. As the shots rang out and the undertaker fought the zombies till dawn, the monsters continued to crawl out from the lawn. And that was how most of his week went, until one day, the poor undertaker's energy was spent. The monsters crawled in and ate him alive, and they assimilated him into the rest of their hive. So remember, children, it is better to prepare for a day like this, rather than be helpless when you hear the zombies hiss. This is what happened 1 hour before midnight. Have a good day, and to all a good night. Hello everyone, and thank you once more for tuning in to Freaky Feline Productions. This has been The Hour Before Midnight, a parody to The Night Before Christmas. I know it is nowhere near the holiday season, but I just couldn't help myself. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it, and to show how much you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing, and commenting what your favorite moment was, or what you liked about it. I hope to see you once again in my new post, but until then, stay safe out there and have a good day.